Hi, so today I will analyze the Boulevard Montmartre in Night, a painting by one of the most iconic Impressionist artists, Camille Pissarro. In this recording, I will briefly discuss the painting style of five major paintings of the Boulevard series and focus specifically on Boulevard Montmartre in Night. Camille Pissarro was one of the major contributors to the Impressionist art movement. He is considered as an iconic figure as he, along with Monet and Alfred Sisley, devoted himself to the plein air painting style that symbolizes pure Impressionism. He also actively mentored and encouraged many young artists that included Gauguin and Cézanne. Pissarro was influenced by Monet and Manet. His Boulevard series paintings can be compared to Monet's Ruined Cathedral and the Saint Lazare paintings. Similarly, it can also be compared to the urban landscape paintings of Manet. So in February 1897, Pissarro took a room at the Hotel de Rousse located in Paris on the corner of one of the four grand boulevards. He painted several Boulevard Montmartre paintings from his hotel room. The same scene and the same view, but in different climatic conditions at different hours of the day. So the first two paintings that I briefly look at are the Boulevard Montmartre in Paris, painted in 1897 and is at the Hermitage Museum in St. Petersburg. And the second one is the Boulevard Montmartre Mardi Gras, again painted in 1897 and is at the Hammer Museum in Los Angeles. Now, looking at the first painting, one sees shades of pink, reds, light brown, blue grays. Overall painting has a rosy light feel to it, probably of an early afternoon. While the city is busy with the carriage and the people, it's a normal day in Paris in 1897. I specifically like the overall shade of this painting. It gives me a positive impression of the daytime. Maybe I can imagine myself sitting in a corner cafe, sipping a good wine on a bright afternoon at the Boulevard Montmartre. The second painting has shades of light green, aquamarine green, dark brown, red, and pinks. The overall pavement is full of crowd on the street. Spectators are watching the huge Mardi Gras procession at Paris. This painting is a bit too crowded for my taste. Maybe I am a man of isolation, or I prefer isolation. Both these paintings are on the brighter side of the day, I believe. Now, these other two paintings are very close to each other. One is on a cloudy morning and other is on a winter morning. The first painting here is the Boulevard Montmartre on a winter morning in 1897, that is at the Metropolitan Museum in New York. And the other one is Boulevard Montmartre in morning on a cloudy weather, that is at the National Gallery of Victoria, again painted in 1897. The first painting, one can see the shades of pinks, brown, red and golden on the wooden wagon wheels. The scene has a good visibility for a winter morning, and the air seems a bit haze due to maybe coal-fired chimneys. One sees a mix of traffic on the street. The second painting has shades of brown, red and a silvery sky. This is a chilly morning with almost the same mix on the street. I think in both the paintings everyone is rushing to do something, maybe because it's chilly and cold. So overall, I find that the paintings are a bit dark in nature. So now this is the last painting on the list, and I find it to be the most incredible. The Boulevard Montmartre in Night is the only night scene painting in the Boulevard series and is at the National Gallery in London. Boulevard Montmartre at night displays a busy Parisian boulevard, but at night right after a downpour. Lights from shops and cafes radiate out on the wet pavement. It gives a feel as if someone is looking out from a window after a downpour, with perfect blur on the window due to rain. We see shades of blue, red, yellow and orange. In terms of color and technique, the strong central shape is the boulevard, which is flanked by the impressive buildings and rows of trees and traffic and the sky. Pissarro used strong brushstrokes on the roads and has used pointillism in most places, like on the road surface. He has tried experimenting with various effects of light on different color tones. The three sources of light are in orange burnt yellow of the gas lamps in the shops, pale yellow light of oil lamps in the carriages, and even a paler white tone from the street light. This is such a masterpiece. The people in the painting are only loosely defined by vague brushstrokes, but their rectangular shapes identify them as pedestrians. In the last decade of his life, Pissarro moved to a more refined form of Impressionism. And that had elements of Romantic Impressionism, Neo Impressionism, and the scientific Impressionism of Pointillism. Overall, I enjoy this painting as it gives me an impression of a late evening in Paris, which gives me calmness. It gives me fresh air and the feeling of joy. I ask myself, what will I do if I was in this painting? Maybe I will sit in my room, look outside the window on the street, and just drink a nice glass of wine.